We are on Yoma Perek Hey Mishnah Aleph, the first Mishnah in the 5th chapter of Yoma. Okay, so we're discussing, we're studying now, we're now up to the point where the Kohen Gadol has to bring the Ketoret. So let's go to the Psukim. So we know that the Kohen Gadol took the fire from the Mizbeach. Remember, he went onto the Mizbeach, and there was a special marechet of coals that he was going to go on the Mizbeach. Okay, he went on the Mizbeach, he took the coals out, and then he put them down on the 4th roved. That we learned in the last Mishnah, the 4th row of balatot. That's balatot in Israel are the rows of shayish. I'm using Hebrew, I don't know. Okay, so he went to the 4th row. Okay, and now he took the coals. So now let's go back to the psukim. He takes a shovel full of gachalei esh, of coals from the mizbeach. Umelo chofnav ketoret samim daka. We talked about this. He has to have melo chofnav. He takes chofen is you can see in here. Like I'll set up his handful, 2 hands. Chofen is his cupped hands together. Has to be full of ketoret samim daka. We learned it has to be very fine. Daka min hadaka. Vehivi mi beit la parochet. He will bring it into the parochet, i.e., into the Kodesh Hakadashim. Parochet. We go to our picture here. The parochet is right here. This is the parochet, as we'll see. Okay, and remember, let's just remember for our directions. This is west. This is east. We're looking from the north, and this is south. Okay, you're going to see why we're going to need this in a second. Okay, so then v'natan et haketoret al ha'esh lifnei Hashem. He places the ketoret on the fire before God. V'kisa anan haketoret et hakaporet asher ha'aidut. And the cloud of the ketoret will cover the kaporet, right, on the edut, i.e. the cover on the aron, v'lo yamut. I.e., this is the tricky part. He's got to do this right. If he does it right, everything is good. If he doesn't do it right, he might die. Well, he will die. So this is a very dangerous part of the avodah, as we'll soon see why. And there's a cool video on it also. Okay, so the Mishnah says, "Hotzielo et hakaf ve'et hamachta." They take out the kaf. The kaf is like a spoon, but it's not. It's a receptacle. It's like we'll see in a second. It's a receptacle, and the machta and the shovel. V'chafan melo chafnav. So then, in the machta is the shovel, which has in it the ketoret. V'chafan melo chafnav, and he digs in. He takes melo chafnav. V'natan, it has to be the measurement, the amount he has to bring is melo chafnav. Is however much. There's no measurement. There's no set amount. He has to bring however much he himself can carry. Okay, how much his hands hold. You see his hands. He scoops in his hands. And he puts that in the kaf. Hagadol lefi godlo, v'hakatan lefi kotno. If he has big hands, he has big hands, and if he has small hands, he has small hands. And that's the measurement. That's how much he had to bring into the Kodesh Hakadashim. Natal et hamachta biyamino, ve'et hakaf v'smolo. He takes the shovel with the coals in his right hand. Ve'et hakaf v'smolo. He's holding the kaf. והיה מהלך בהיכל עד שמגיע לבין שתי הפרוחות המבדילות בין קודש ובין קודש הקדשים וביניהם עמה. Let's just translate and I'll show you a cool video. He would walk into the heichal until he gets to between the 2 parochot that separate between the Kodesh and the Kodesh Hakadashim, and between them is in Amma. Let's go back to our chart. So if you look carefully, he goes to the heichal, and then you see the parochet was not 1 parochet, according to this opinion. There were 2 parochot. And in order to get into the Kodesh Hakadashim, he walks in, through, there's an Amma here, all the way through here, and then he's going to turn left. Walk along the parochet till he gets to between the aron. Okay? That's what the Mishnah says. I'll just show it to you. This might be a little long, but it's a very wonderful video from Machon HaMikdash. I'm going to make it silent, so you see he has the coal. He takes melo chofnav. This is what the Mishnah says. He takes the Melo chofnav. You can see, by the way, this video, just search for Avodat Kohen Gadol Yom Kippurim Seret. He takes melo chofnav. He's going to fill his hands, okay? They do it very slowly, as much as his hands can hold. And then he takes that, and he's going to put it in, they don't show you, but he's going to put it in the kaf. There you see. This is the kaf that he was using. It had a cover on it. I don't know why they said he had a cover, because you're going to see the poor Kohen Gadol is fumbling with the kaf in the future of the Mishnah. Let's go back. Rabbi Yossi says, Lo haita sham ela parochet achat bilvad. No, there was only 1 parochet, they didn't have 2. Shnei emar v'hivdila ha-parochet lachem bein ha-kodesh u'bein ha-kodesh hakadashim. It says parochet ha-parochet, there's only 1. That's what Rabbi Yossi says, there's only 1 parochet, but Obviously, the opinion that was accepted, I don't know what there really was historically, but the opinion that was accepted is that there were two. So let's go back to our chart. He walks in between. Now he's coming back to the north. Remember, we're looking north to south. He's walking from south to the north. He gets to this point in the tzafon. Back to the Mishnah. When he gets to the north, he turns back to the Rom. Okay, so he walks along until he gets to the Aron. Let's look back at our video, and they're going to show you a picture. Okay, he starts to walk. They're going to show you a picture. Here we go. And they show you this. You see in this picture, you can see the Kohen Gadol walked along the parochet. I don't know why they had this opening. It's so interesting. This is from Bayit Rishon. In the Bayit Rishon, he walked along. Remember the badim, the poles stuck out into the parochet in Bayit Rishon. But he walks along the parochet until he gets to the Aron, meaning he's turning left to his left, and then he walks to the Aron. All right. This picture. Let's see. They're going to skip. Oh, here we go. Now we have the Kohen Gadol. Oops. Now we have let me see if I can find it. Now we have this poor Kohen Gadol who has to actually do the avodah. He got to the Kodesh Hakadashim. Let's go back to our Mishnah. I'm fooling around here. Okay? He walks to the left. Ima parochet. Until he gets to the Aron. He got to the Aron. He walks up to the Aron. He puts the machta down between the badim. Savar et haktoret al gabe hagechalim. So he's savar. Tzbor is to gather or group the ketoret al gabe hagechalim on the coals in the machta. V'nit malei kol habayit kulo ashan. The whole bayit is filled ashan, and that fulfills what we learned. V'kisa anan haketoret et hakaporet asher al edut v'lo yamut. Okay, but he's going over something really, really simple. Savar et haketoret al gabe hagechalim. The Mishnah doesn't say. The Gemara says, well, let's look at the Bartanura for 1 second, just here, okay? The Bartanura doesn't comment, the Kahati does comment. Let's just watch him do it. The Kahati says, according to this guy, the poor guy had to fumble. Let me go back a little. I'll show you. He puts the machta down right near the Aron, okay? The Kahati says that this idea of tzavar, that he gathers the coals, okay? We said that this is one of the hardest, this is called the avodah kasha, the hardest part of the avodah. I'll explain why. Okay, let me see 1 second. He has to take it into his hands, okay, and put it on the gechalim. This is called avodah kasha sheba migdash. Why? Here's the trick. It has to be meloch chofnav. He only put meloch chofnav into the kli, so he has to make sure every last drop. Let's watch it again. He has to make sure every last drop of Ketoret, see him trying to pull that poor thing out, pour it off. Like, imagine if it spilled a little. Every last bit of Ketoret has to go back into his hands, and he only has 2 hands, and it has to be meloch chofnav. So he has to do it in such a way that he gets all of the Ketoret into his hands without losing any, without spilling any, so that he can put all the Ketoret, because if he doesn't put it all in, then he's not mekayem the mitzvah. He didn't fulfill the mitzvah, which would be bad, because then he would die. Let's go back to the Mishnah and finish. Okay, so that's the implication of tzavar haktoret al gabe gechalim. He has to carefully, very, very carefully, he would practice this a ton to make sure. You'd have to learn how to turn the thing into your hands in such a way that you don't lose any. And remember, it's ketoret dak, very fine. Try it with flour, see how you do. Says okay, and then v'timalei kol habayit kulo ashan. The whole house is filled with smoke. Yatsa u'ba'alo b'derech beit kinisato. Then he would leave. And if he left, then he was still alive. Ubalo b'derech beit knisato. He would come back the same way that he came in. And the Bartanura says that means he would come back facing backwards, derech kavod. As many people, when they leave the kotel, they walk backwards. So he would walk back the same way he came in, facing the Kodesh Hakadashim, because that's kavod. Umitpalel tefillah ksara b'bayit hachitzon. And then when he got outside, he said a short tefillah. V'lo haya ma'arich b'tfilato. What was the short tefillah? The Bartanura says, okay, what was Zoe Tefillah? Yi ratzon mifanech Hashem Elokai, be it your will. She'im shanazo shchuna minichama. Teig shuma, let it be a rainy year. V'lo ya'adi avid shultan be the Beit Yehuda, that we shouldn't lose our shlita. The Beit Yehuda, the melucha should continue. V'lo yu amcha Yisrael tzrichim parnasa zemizeh v'lo mi amacher, and they should have parnasa. V'lo tikanes lefanech tfilat ovrei drachim, and the ovrei drachim, the people who travel on the roads, their tfilot should not be mitkabel. Why? They didn't like the rain because it made it hard for them. So you should accept their tefillot. And it's interesting, in the avodah that we read on in tefillah of Yom Kippur, this tefillah appears. So he would say this tefillah, he wouldn't say this tefillah very long. Why? Not to freak out the Jewish people, because if he would take long, they would be afraid that he died. So in order to not scare them too much, he would say a very short tefillah, and then he would walk outside. It's a very long Mishnah, but a very beautiful one about the process of the Ketoret. We'll stop here. Let's go back to here, and we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.